I'm Brady Comer.
And I'm Leo Friedman, and we are the co-directors of Unjustified.
Thank you for coming to watch our film tonight. This movie has taken many hours out of our lives and our actors' lives, and has been very difficult to film because of the pandemic.
We would like you to know that all of our filming has been done safely and responsibly, and we hope to see you for our full-length feature next year. Enjoy the show!
Even though the information is technically declassified, I don't think you should go around sharing with too many people. It's for your own good, Keith.
Thank you for your time, man. Hi, Amanda.
So, how was your day today, Keith?
Just like every other day, intriguing but unremarkable.
Where are you now?
You know I can't tell you that. We don't know who could be listening to this call right now, but I'll be done before you know it.
So, how are you doing?
I feel like a weak fire. Exhausted, but all I need is a little kindling to get me going tomorrow.
You speak just like you write.
And I write what others speak.
You seem a bit off today. What's bothering you, Keith?
I'm just thinking about all of the interviews.
What about them?
With what these people have seen and heard, I don't know if I can trust them. I just feel like I'm on some wild goose chase.
I can't wait until you come back and show me your new books. When we're apart, it just makes me cherish our time together more.
You're right. My job is enjoyable and action-packed, but nothing is better than spending time with you.
Well, I don't want to keep you here too long, so this is where I'll sign off. I love you, Keith.
I love you too, Amanda.
Hey, how's your book coming, Keith?
I can't tell you too much about it, Amanda, but it's coming along great.
That's great, honey. I just hope that it's out soon so I can read it.
I should have it out by the end of the week. And thanks for being interested in my work. You make me feel like the luckiest man in the world.
Well, if you're so lucky, then I guess you should play the lottery.
Well, I've got to go get this book published so I can share my knowledge with the public.
I hope more people know what you know. That would really take the pressures off your shoulders.
If only. Well, I've got to publish this thing. I love... Sure.
Daryl White, Private Eye speaking. What do you need?
I need you to investigate a murder that occurred at Flemington Manor at Lake Omistadillo.
Lake Omistadillo?
Yes.
I haven't had a case this close to home in a while. Should be able to get there in half an hour. Who should I be looking for?
Look for the man in the white hat. That's me.
All right, Mr. White Hat. See you there. Come on, he didn't even tell me his name. Okay, this isn't my first rodeo. tell me who's in charge and everything I need to know for the case.
She's in charge. Go talk to her.
So have you just sent those results up to headquarters?
Hello, ma'am.
Excuse me, I'll be with you in a moment. As I was saying, send all of the information we have so far electronically up to headquarters.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Is there any other information we need to collect from the scene before we go?
No, ma'am.
That's good news.
Good. We should come back within the next couple of days to test for fingerprints and the like. Is the perimeter locked down safely?
Yes, ma'am. The whole house is locked down, and we've got a guard out front.
Who?
Johanna Jameson?
Don't you know who I am?
What were you saying?
I was saying that I need that information that you told her to give to headquarters.
And why did you think you need to interrupt our conversation in order to tell me this?
Because I am a private eye and I'm here to help you investigate this case.
Ah, you're one of those hotshots who gets all the credit for the hard work our team does. Well, you can find out the information for yourself if you think you're so great. Good day, sir.
Well, that went well.
I can forward you the information if you want me to.
Yeah, that would be great, but what is her deal?
Who? Vanessa?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you what her deal is. She doesn't like you.
What?
What, you've never met a girl who doesn't like you before?
Well...
Well, now you've met two.
Wait!
What now?
When are you guys going to be back here next?
Next Tuesday to further analyze the scene.
I will be there.
We'll look forward to it.
The bedroom. Okay. Oh, it wasn't on the scene.
How'd it go?
Not well.
That's to be expected.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better.
She isn't the easiest to get along with. No one knows why, but she's the best in the business, so we couldn't turn down her request to be the lead investigator.
I thought I was the lead investigator.
Well, think again, hotshot.
I guess being second won't be that bad.
That's the spirit.
What was her name?
Vanessa,
Last name?
Montgomery.
Okay, thanks.
With how it's going with you two today, I don't think you'll get much done if you stay, so why don't you leave and come back on Tuesday?
I guess that works. Just call me if you have any new leads before then. Oh, dang it, I'm late. I'm here. I said I'm here.
Finally, you're 5 minutes late. Come over here. We can't have you trampling over all our evidence.
Will do.
Come look at this.
Interesting.
What is it?
It seems there are no fingerprints.
What?
I said there's no fingerprints.
No, that's not what I meant.
Okay, look at the lights. Stop crossing your light beam into mine.
Sorry.
Michaela, turn the lights back on.
Find any...
Footprints? No.
Well, it seems like the suspect
Left
just...
without a trace?
Exactly, but he must have left some...
DNA evidence behind? You're right. Team, go look for DNA evidence. Anything you find could be useful. I'll stay here with him to make sure he doesn't mess anything up.
My name's Daryl, by the way.
You do this for a living?
Yep.
It doesn't seem like it.
I prefer to work alone.
Clearly.
Well, you don't seem like the most personable character I've ever met either.
I'm not trying to be. I trust no one. Those closest to you are the most dangerous.
We can agree to disagree.
What did you find?
Nothing visible, but there could be some evidence around the house, so we took some pictures for the lab to analyze.
Great. We need to get those pictures analyzed before we can do any further work on the scene.
Gives us more time to identify the suspects.
We need to find out more about the decedent before we contemplate who murdered him.
Well, of course.
Patricia, tell me what you know about the decedent.
Well, from what I could find from the online files, he was a writer who wrote about declassified government secrets, who moved around often and tried to keep his life as secretive as he could, even from his family.
Then how did someone know where he was to kill him?
That's exactly the question. Any suspects yet?
Well, he wasn't close to anyone, but that's the thing, he was around so many different people.
Leaving us with no clue where to begin.
Well, this is going to be difficult.
The difficult cases are the best.
Well, it seems like we're at a dead end. How about we pick up the case tomorrow?
I'll decide when we pick up the case, thank you. We'll come back when the lab gets back with those results, or if we find any new evidence.
Okay then. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, comrade.
What do you need, boss?
It's about Keith Dobrik.
What do you want me to do? I can't kill him again.
That's not the problem. The problem is how your sabotage attempts weren't all that subtle.
What do you mean, boss?
I mean that you cleaned up your mess too well. They may become suspicious of us.
What can I do to make it up to you?
You know that I like to play fair. So if they get too close to the prize, then give them a little fair warning.
I know just how I'll do that.
Do what you need to. Just keep a low profile.
That's what we're best at. No one's figured out what we're doing, even though it's been years and years.
Shut up. We can't risk someone listening in on our call.
You're right.
Now get off the line and start stopping their progress before it's too late.
And what if this doesn't work?
You'll figure something out.
What do you want from me?
Did you see the report about the DNA?
Yeah, of course I did. What about it?
It was almost blank, right?
Yeah, no meaningful piece of evidence was found on the entire scene.
Are you calling to tell me that you give up?
No, I'm calling you to share my analysis of the evidence with you. There was nothing there, so the conclusion that I came to was that someone had to tamper with the evidence.
And why do you think that?
I think that because there wasn't even evidence of Keith being at the scene.
Which means that somebody had to have gotten rid of all the evidence, even that of the decedent.
Because they didn't want us to know something.
That's clever of you, Daryl. Nice job.
Thanks. Now we just need to figure out who did it.
I have a feeling this case might be harder to solve than others. Meet me at the Omicidio headquarters tomorrow so we can create a list of who could have tampered with it.
And we'll work fast to make sure that they don't tamper with more evidence. Goodbye to you too.
And that concludes the game. The Idaho Stallions beat out the Vermont White Tigers in the nail biter game. The Tigers held the upper half in the first part of the game, however a last-second field goal by the Stallions defeated all chances of winning. I'm Jamie Smith from the LO Sports Network, and thanks for watching. Good night.
Stupid White Tigers.
Sorry for the short notice, but this is critical. We have a saboteur among us, and we need to figure out who they are before they do any more harm.
Now, I'm going to have Johanna read off when each of you came into said contact. Now, if anything seems wrong, please let her know. Johanna?
Who do you think did it, Vanessa?
I don't know.
There aren't as many people in the rooms as I thought there would be. Do you think Johanna had something to do with that?
No, she's loyal. It couldn't be her.
Then I wonder who did it.
Well, stop wondering and start listening.
Vanessa Montgomery and Company, October 7th, 7:28 a.m. Daryl White, October 7th, 7:36 a.m.
No other contacts.
No, sir.
Well then, we have a predicament on our hands. I trusted all of you, but it seems one of you has betrayed me.
Or it could be an inside job.
Very possible. Yes, indeed.
Or it could have been tampered with before any of us got to the scene.
We got to the scene as quickly as we could.
But it seems like someone got there quicker.
Or someone bribed you to betray us all.
Maybe it's you, Vanessa. After all, you did get there before anyone else did.
But others were with me. They can verify that I did nothing to the scene. You, however, were alone many times. Who knows what you could have done?
Maybe we could agree that it was neither of us, and whoever did it had time to clean up after the kill.
Who are you agreeing with? Not me, that's for sure.
Look, let's just agree to disagree and get the situation over with and get to this meeting. Understood? I said, is that understood, ladies?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let this all continue.
What is there to continue? We have no leads and no evidence found at the scene. The best we can do is speculate or maybe interrogate. We need to focus on trying to figure out who killed this man instead of petty issues such as these.
Now, excuse me, but I don't think tampering with evidence is something that is petty.
I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying that we should be working on figuring out this case before they kill someone else.
Now, it seems no one is willing to cooperate with this investigation. You will all be staying inside this facility until each and every one of you can be 100% clear.
But I have work to do.
And some of us have families to get home to.
Then you, Joanna, can go ahead and call your family. As for you, Daryl, you can work with Vanessa either remotely or under heavy surveillance. Any complaints, anyone? Good. Now, Robbins, please take your designated rooms. You are all free to use any of the facilities within this headquarters. You are now dismissed.
Dismissed implies freedom.
They'll be out in a minute. How's the case coming, guys?
This tampering business has helped us come up with a few new suspects, and we feel like we're closing in on the perpetrator.
Now, who may these suspects happen to be?
I'm sorry, but I can't reveal that to you. Confidentiality is sacred in this business.
Well, hopefully, I and the public will know before long who the most important suspect of all was.
Don't tell anyone, but I think it was Vanessa.
Shut up, Daryl. The only thing I did was better than you at school.
Hey, you've never seen my grades.
You're right, but it's amazing what a simple Google search can do for you.
One thing it can't do is find out my name. I like to keep it a secret so my life can be more private.
So I'll just have to call you Mr. Whitehat for the rest of your life, then?
After this, I imagine you won't see me for the rest of your life. And if you do, you might not remember my face whatsoever. With that, I bid you adieu.
Who was that guy?
I don't know. All I know is that he's some kind of government worker.
Must be here because it's a more high-profile case.
Probably. But he was right about his name being hard to find, though. I searched for hours and found nothing.
You had nothing better to do?
Like get drunk while watching Tom Brady win? I'd rather not.
I'll try to keep an eye on that guy. Seems like he could change his identity at the drop of a hat.
Believe me, now that we're trapped in here, I'll be keeping an eye on everyone.
Is this Daryl White I am speaking to?
Who's asking?
I recommend that you discontinue your investigation into Keith Dobberg's death.
Why should I listen to you?
Because if you don't, bad things will happen, Daryl.
I might just have to report you to the police if you don't take that back.
It's an untraceable number. Now, you should stop this investigation before it's too late for you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You won't believe what happened last night.
What?
I got the strangest call. He said that we need to stop this investigation or bad things are going to happen. It's probably just the guy who did it who knows we're on his trail. It might actually be a good sign.
Yeah, maybe.
What is it?
Nothing.
Really, what?
It's just that this mysterious caller called you instead of me. I mean, I don't have much against you, but I was the first one on this case, and I have been leading it the whole time. But whatever, it's just some dumb guy making shallow threats.
Well, you ready to do some investigating, leader?
Actually, I have put some thought into the matter, and I think I have a strategy for how to continue our investigation.
What is it?
Let's just say it's not entirely within the boundaries of the law.
Okay.
Okay, I have an access code to let us into a document with all the government cameras. And trust me, there are quite a few.
So, you hacked into the government?
It's not hacking, it's using my resources.
It's not like I care. No one even likes the government. Why should they be allowed to watch us like hawks?
It's easy to understand. The government makes all the laws and regulations, so if they break one, they can just rewrite it.
I get it. So since they write the laws, they're essentially above the law.
Exactly.
So what surveillance camera is going to help us solve the case?
Could be several different ones. We can try to find evidence on the suspects who had contact with Keith last, and maybe even catch the kill on camera.
So we're bound to find something. Unless...
Unless what?
Never mind.
Let's go in chronological order. Start a couple of days before the crime, and then continue up to the crime itself.
Sounds good.
How peculiar.
What?
Nothing shows up for Lake Homicidio.
Maybe the system wasn't working. Check my hometown.
Yeah, there are results for that.
Check the next few days for Lake Homicidio.
Already did. There's only footage from a week before the death and then 2 days after.
So they must have tampered with that too.
They had to have had some reason to get rid of it.
So if we manage to find it, then we have the case solved.
Precisely. I'll send this up to my lead programmer and see what he can do. When I received info about the decedent, it said he frequented this store, so maybe we can find something here. Let's try this one.
Thank you so much for the last edits you gave me. Your red marks jumped off the page like trout in a river.
It's the least I could do for a writer of your talent. And thanks again for going to a local store to edit and publish your books instead of going to one of those big corporations.
Yeah, it's kind of my style to go against societal norms. Can I ask you one more favor though?
Sure, what is it?
Do you remember that interview I had with Ella Northwood last year? I made some major changes and I need you to re-edit it. I want to make sure that it makes sense to my most faithful reader.
Anything for you, Keith. I should have it done by tomorrow.
We need to find that interview.
Yes, we do.
I think I know how to find the video.
Nice thinking, Daryl. Let me try. I found it!
Thank goodness. Now let's watch this video to reward our hard work.
Our hard work? You didn't type anything into the computer, did you?
You know what I mean. Now let's just watch the dang video already. The anticipation is killing me.
I want to make this interview short and sweet. I have another 20 minutes across town, so you better talk quickly.
Okay, let me just clear the air. The information I'm about to give you is technically declassified because if it wasn't, the government could get sued. However, the secret is so well hidden that it may as well be classified.
I don't care how you got the information. I'm here for a good story and to inform people about the horrible secretive entity that rules this country.
Okay then, here's the scoop. You know that there are cameras everywhere, right?
Unequivocally.
The government has each of these cameras set to listen for specific keywords. And after each day, a team of tech people come in and analyze the footage to see if anyone is acting suspiciously.
Everyone acts suspicious once in a while. What's the big deal with that?
The big deal is what the government does to those people. They secretly mark down each time an individual says a keyword, and then after 20 instances, they investigate further. If they find this individual is deemed highly opinionated against the government, then they disappear.
What do you mean they disappear? Elaborate.
The government has special indoctrinating technology. So the people they decide that just disappear, they're moved to a different place, and then their memory gets wiped clean, so they can't ever meet anyone they've ever known.
Interesting. Anything else?
Even though this information is declassified, don't go around sharing it with too many people. It's for your own good, Keith.
Thank you for your time, ma'am.
This is bad.
Really bad.
At least we have a good idea of who did it now.
I'm not so sure if that's a good thing.
Well, what do we do now?
That's not good.
Oh, we're screwed.
We gotta get out of here before they find us.
But we need to tell someone first.
Who are we gonna tell? The government regulates all media platforms. Before someone sees it, the government's gonna take it down.
Could we spread it through word of mouth?
No way! We know of one person here who's a spy. There could be others hidden anywhere. If we give the information to one wrong person, we're as good as brainwashed.
So, it seems the best option we have is to hide.
Yeah.
But where could we hide?
I know a place by Lake Homicidio. No one could find us in the suburbs out there. In here.
We need to figure out a place to go.
And quick, we need to find some place off the grid. And then we can plan our next move.
That'll be hard. I don't even know where the grid is anymore.
We need to find a remote place, preferably a forest, where they can't place any cameras anywhere.
I think I have an idea on where to go.
Where? Sounds great. And I think I know just the way to get there.
Know where we're headed, John?
Yep.
Well, I think we're close. Is that right, John?
Yep, almost there.
And you know the plan for after you drop us off, right?
Sure do. Drive just a few more miles and go to a remote location that has cameras.
Exactly. Just make sure you sell it well enough so that they think we're there.
Will do. I'm not a professional actor, but I'll try my best. Well, here we are, companions.
Quick, let's get out so this detour of yours doesn't seem too suspicious.
Nice work, Vanessa.
You too, Daryl. Hopefully the government won't be able to find us.
I don't like the way you said hopefully. It didn't sound all that hopeful.
Well, is there any reason for hope in this situation? We have enough supplies to last maybe a week before we have to become hunter-gatherers or cannibals. And we have that much time to develop some sort of plan for how to release this information to the public. Doesn't sound very hopeful to me.
Yeah, you're probably right. But at least our relationship is looking hopeful.
How do you mean?
Not like romantic or anything. I'm just saying that we've become very good partners, and I couldn't have been able to figure out all that we could without your help.
Same to you, Daryl. I mean, I didn't like you much at first.
Clearly.
But no, I see that you're not that bad.
Not that bad? That's all I get?
It is curious, though, that the government will put us both in this case. I feel like I don't work as well when I'm all alone.
Yeah, I feel the same way, but don't you have those helpers that accompany you everywhere you go?
Well, yeah, but having people around doesn't mean I'm not lonely. They're more closely connected with each other than they are with me. That's why having a companion like you around has really helped me focus and solve this case. Thanks again.
I think that shows that even if we do get caught, the government still loses. If they think that they can put two people together, even if those people are made out to be the least compatible ever, then humans will come together for a cause greater than themselves. Even if they don't like each other, once we share this information with the public, they will all come together, despite their differences.
Nice speech. It's amazing that it might take something like this to bring our country together.
In the end, political orientation is nothing compared to human life. If we can't come together to prevent the creation of martyrs like he, I don't know what we can come together for.
Thanks, Daryl. Now I truly am hopeful. Not for us, but for humanity.
Maybe we can do this.
Maybe we can.
Where in the world did those two go? I told them not to go anywhere. No one leaves this building, and I meant it. Where are they?
Sir, if I may, I think this clearly proves their guilt. We should send out a search team to find them and imprison them.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not a bad idea, but all we have is the fact that they left this building. That's not a crime in itself. I know that in my mind, no court would even incriminate based on that alone.
We could at least find them, because if they are criminals, we don't want them to do something worse.
It's a great thought, but we're going to have somebody find them. I have nobody.
I think the government put this whole search team together. I think they'd be willing to help us out to finish the job.
We can try, but if they say no, we're going to have to close this case for a while.
That would be tragic. Allow me to contact my close government friend. I'm sure he'll help us out.
Be sure not to leave the dang-on building. So, Joanne, you heard anything from...
Yes, Mickey, it's me. We have them right where we want them. That chief said the government was their only hope. Yes. And then we can finish them without those pesky workers getting in the way. Okay. Have your search team come as soon as you can, so we don't look too suspicious. Great. They said they could handle the work all by themselves, so you can take a much-needed break, Chief.
Well, that's a relief to hear for sure.
Although they did say that they might need me to come with them for evidence, if that's fine with you.
Anything to get this case restarted, but I'll need to place a track on you to make sure you don't go anywhere suspicious. Because in my position of authority, I must treat everyone, even you, equally. I hope you don't mind.
I understand the trust no one mantra, believe me.
Can I come with? It's boring being trapped in this station for so long.
I'm afraid this case is too dangerous for you. Maybe do some cleaning, that ought to occupy you.
On second thought, I definitely don't want to be working with someone like you. Your goons are here, Mr. Baseball Cap.
Good luck, because you'll need it. We really need someone like you working here.
Bye for now. Hope I see you soon. Let's get down to business. Okay, boys. We're gonna find those dirty detectives before they reveal too much information. What's the lowdown on the security footage?
We've got 2 guys going to locations where they could be. If they're not there, we may need to examine some footage more closely.
Alright. Until we have word back from your operatives, we should lie low somewhere nearby. And I assure you, we won't let them get away with this.
You're telling me I gave you the whole day to come up with ideas about how to get this information out, and you came back with nothing?
Well, you didn't have any ideas either, and fishing doesn't take up that much mental capacity.
At least I was being productive.
Productivity doesn't mean a thing when we're just gonna die anyways.
I thought you still had hope.
Well, maybe I don't. I spent all day trying to think of ideas, but I couldn't come up with a single one that would get us past the endless government farm.
Believe me, Daryl, I know all about not having hope.
What do you mean by that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, we're gonna die anyways, so why don't you just get it off your chest?
Fine. But if we make it out of this, you tell no one.
Got it.
When I was a teenager, both my parents were shot and killed. There was this whole investigation around their deaths, and as it turns out, my best friend's mom murdered them both. I went to live with my grandmother until college, where I went to become a crime scene investigator. My parents' deaths caused me to choose this profession, and my friend's mutinous lying caused me to never trust anyone again.
Wow. I never realized I would have treated you differently.
That's exactly why I don't tell anyone. It just makes it worse if everyone's condescending on you all the time and giving you pitiful looks. It's just a testament to the fact that you shouldn't judge anyone. You never know what they've been through in their lives.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I did judge you, and I'm gonna come out of this a completely different person.
I hope so. Now, are you ready to brainstorm?
I don't think I am. I spent all day trying to think of ideas, and I couldn't come up with a single one. I think we're gonna have to come at this at a new angle.
I think we might have to find a way to stimulate our minds.
Like meditating?
No, that just relaxes your mind.
So what do you propose?
Well, we may have to venture back into society.
That's a terrible idea. That's sure to get us caught.
Well, we're gonna get caught anyways, so what good is hiding from the government if we have no purpose to hide?
Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm just not ready for what happens next.
Yeah, you and me both. Why don't we sleep on it, and then we'll make our decision in the morning.
Sounds good.
So what have you heard from the tech guys?
They haven't been able to pinpoint their exact location. There weren't any of the 3 spots our field team checked.
Darn. Do you have any footage from their last 100% known location on you?
We should. This laptop has access to all the CCTV cameras in this area.
Give me it. There's gotta be something here. Not here. Not yet. Wait! Zoom in! Look at those criminals. Now let's figure out where they went off to.
Let's get going.
Okay, are you ready? Do you have the compass?
Sure do. We're headed west, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. Are you ready?
For what?
Well, whatever comes next.
I'm not sure I really have much of a choice.
Yes, I need you to set up a perimeter. The forest. Yes, I talked to the boss, and this is what he told me to do. Stop complaining and drive! What are you looking at?
Any ideas?
Not yet.
Well, keep thinking.
Way ahead of you.
Come on, you idiot, drive faster!
I'm trying. There's usually a lot of police officers on this road. You don't want us to get pulled over, do you?
I don't care about some petty law officers. We're above the law because we make it. No one can stop the government. Now, drive.
Daryl, I think I know what we have to do.
I think we've known that for a while. It's the only way.
It's not the only way, but it may be our best option.
You're right.
We're closing in on them.
Do you even know if they're still there, boss?
I think I know exactly where they are and exactly what to do with them.
There they are.
We are going to save this country.
If it's the last thing we do.
Stay here. We'll take care of this.
Yes, sir.
Well, well, well. Look who finally came to their senses. Now drop your bags so we can have a reasonable conversation.
Just because we surrendered doesn't mean you won.
You can never diminish the human spirit.
There's no such thing as the human spirit anymore. But hate, fear, and isolation, those will always remain. And I assure you, there won't be any revolt against us. Nobody knows what we're doing. Everybody's too interested in the latest football game or the newest YouTube video. Nobody pays enough attention to know what we're doing.
I set up a CC. Just upload the video and press send. Nobody can stop direct messages. And even if they could, this video is going out to hundreds of people with your voice telling them exactly how you're going to take over the world. Well, good luck with that now.
Seiko.
No!
What? You thought we left the internet connection up? We control all the wireless companies. Now prepare to meet your fate.
At least we get to meet a better end than Keith. We get to die together, knowing that we did our best to take down the tyrants at the top.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Daryl.
Wait. You thought we were going to kill you? No, no, no. You will meet a fate.
Far worse than death. Something that no man should ever have to experience, but some must because of their actions. Brainwashing.
That doesn't sound so bad. I mean, at least we'll still get to stay alive.
No, Daryl. The only place where we live is in our own minds, and we will take that away from you. Now there's no hope that something could happen in the afterlife for you. Your minds will fade away, and your bodies will start fresh, never again seeing the things you have seen before.
We don't deserve this. What did we do wrong? Why do you get to win and not us?
Darling, this is the real world. The bad guys always win.
Poop your pants.
Don't just. I know a place by Lake Video. No one can find us out there in the suburbs.
They said that they could do the work all up by them.
True, true.
Bye.